So there's hundreds of investment calculators on the internet. I like this one. Dave Ramsey doesn't know me. I don't know him. This is not a paid endorsement. I'm not getting any money for this at all. I'm just showing you that I like his calculator better because it's just easier to use. These kinds of calculators can get pretty complicated, but I like to keep it simple. My mentor called it KISS, keep it simple, stupid. And there's a quote I heard recently, analysis is paralysis or something like that. Let's not get too complicated here. So just go in here and play with these numbers. We can go age 1 to 60 using $300,000, 583 a month. And the only reason why I'm doing 583 a month is because in 2025, if you're under the age of 50, you can only put in $7,000 a year into a Roth IRA or even a traditional IRA, and 7,000 divided by 12 is 583. So that's why I'm using 583. What I really want you to do is focus on this annual return of 14%. Is that realistic? Yes, it is. There are plenty of mutual funds and exchange traded funds that have averaged that over the last 10 years. Now, I'm not allowed to tell you what those are, those ticker symbols, because I'm a licensed financial advisor and I could get in trouble with compliance. But you can find a local financial advisor and you can do your own research online. When we analyze a fund, we always look at the 10-year track record. What has it averaged over the last 10 years? Now, that's going to be different with stocks, that's going to be different with bonds, and it's going to be different with bond funds. But when we're looking at mutual funds and exchange traded funds, that's what we're looking at. How has it performed every year over the last 10 years on average? So what we're going to do now is instead of starting with $300,000, we're going to start with $250,000, and we're just going to work our way down to see how much do you have to get started with. Now, many people in their 20s and 30s don't have that kind of money, but most people over the age of 50 do. And the idea is, how does someone can get these kinds of returns for their kids and grandkids? The real power behind this is compound interest. So now we're changing it to $100,000 and we're putting the kid at age 2. And you see that it's at 480 million. So now we're going from the kid to be age 1 to age 65. All right, we made it, so let's start working backwards. We're changing the kid from age 1 to 64. All right, we got close, 964,000. We're gonna change it from 1 to 65, press calculate, and we're back at $1 billion. So let's go in here and play some. Let's say that you only have $500 to get started with, but you're contributing $1,000 a month. Let's just see what these numbers turn out to be. Okay, so 637,000. Let's change it to 1,500 a month contributions. Almost there. Changing it to $2,000 a month, we made it to $1 billion. Let's work backwards some. 1,980 a month, still $1 billion. 1,950 a month, still $1 billion. 1,900 a month, still $1 billion. 1,800 a month, still there. 1,600 a month, still there. 1,500 there. Now we're going to go to 1,600 and boom. So your kid or grandkid is age 1 by age 65. If you're contributing $1,600 a month, starting off with just $500, but your annual return is 14, you can turn that person into a billionaire. You see, the reason why you're probably seeing this for the first time is because before 1995, we didn't have the internet. You would have to go line item by line item by line item, doing the math on a 14% return to see what the compound interest would turn out to be. And most people didn't even think to do that. If you grew up without computers and without the internet, you probably didn't even realize how easy this stuff is when you're playing with a calculator. Now, you might not reach that level of wealth yourself, but your kids can and your grandkids can. You might not even try to make them a billionaire. You can make them a millionaire much easier than a billionaire. Just play with the calculators, play with the numbers, and you'll figure it out. I'm sure you know someone that would like to see this video. Would you send it to them? And also, if we at Fox Crest can help you in any way, please feel free to reach out. Our contact info is in the body of the video.